Good morning, gamer. Today's date is March 16th. I'm Red K.
I'm the loneliest wolf by choice.
And thank you guys for being here. A bunch of stories to get into. We were right about yesterday. Outriders coming to Game Pass day and date. Have you ever heard of Outriders?
No, actually, I have not. I think I might have seen something online about it, but I haven't seen really much about it.
I believe that it's a Square Enix game, and we were talking about the fact that it might be coming to Game Pass day and date, which is true. And it's not really a big thing, but it's kind of a huge thing if you think about it, because the fact that it's a third-party game, not exclusive. It'll be on all platforms, and it's coming to Game Pass first. So, not first, basically for free. It's not free, but it is free because, we pay, $10 for Game Pass? I think it's $19 for Game Pass Ultimate or whatever the case is.
Right.
So basically, you get to try the game out before, for basically nothing. It's free to me. You know what I'm saying? The whole Game Pass situation. There was a demo that came out. I believe it's a Square Enix game. So this could be possibly one of their big announcements leading up to their tomorrow. They have their presser that's going to be out on the. It's either tomorrow or it's Thursday, because Thursday's the 18th.
Right.
16th, so yeah. So it's kind of a big deal. This game, it looks good. It's kind of Gears-esque. It's co-op. They had a demo that came out, and people weren't wowed by the demo, but they weren't put off at the same time. It was just like, it's a game. You know what I mean? So games that are just a game usually do well on Game Pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing that I'm just by looking at it, I'm a little worried about is that it is basically like a Gears clone. I'm worried it won't stand up to like what Gears has already done. But it's free, so maybe that'll be the thing that and
it's not like it's going to be on PlayStation and it's going to be on the PC. So
for PS5 sales, or and I'm guessing it's going to be also released for PS4 as well.
Yeah.
You're going to see a little bit of extra bump there, but for PC and Xbox, I think people are still going to lean more towards Gears.
I think
so I'm looking at it, I'm like,
oh yeah, it doesn't take me from Gears by any means, but what it does do is for instance, what's the game? It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but on the
Grounded, I think it's called.
Yeah, Grounded. Like that game has a 14-person development team. It's got 5 million players. That game would have never survived if it wasn't for Game Pass.
No, not at all. Unless it was free to play and by some miracle it caught on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
I think the crazy thing about Game Pass is that the fact that games that probably wouldn't survive probably can survive on Game Pass, because you go, it's free to play, it's free to me. I can download and try it out, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's really the big hurdle. They want you to try their games out, and once you try it out and you like it, hopefully you'll keep coming back. But let's say I try this game out, I don't like it. I've already started playing it. The game survives long enough for me to go back to it. I've already have a save account and I can, that kind of thing.
Right. I think it'll, if it isn't just a straight Gears clone, I think it'll do quite well. But like I said, I don't know about Xbox and and PC, excuse me. I don't know about those two platforms, whether it will really sell or not. We'll see.
It's not so much about the game itself. It's about third-party game
support. Third-party support. Game Pass has a lot of third-party games that are on it.
But so day and date. They come out later, a year later.
Primarily, yeah.
But they don't have, besides games that are not exclusive to Xbox, they don't have coming out like day and date. Imagine if the next Assassin's Creed is day and date with Game Pass, right?
We might start seeing more of that in the future, unless Sony does something to sweeten the pot. So,
Sony's doing a lot with their Game Pass system that they changed a lot.
A little bit, but it's still not as
probably not enough to entice the big deals.
Yeah, it's not as extensive as Game Pass. Period. Exactly. It's just not. So
yeah, but the fact that we could possibly get that's going to really be a big deal. If let's say these big titles that we're waiting for. This is probably not going to happen, but let's just say the next Grand Theft Auto is day and date with Xbox, right? Now it drops everywhere the same time, but you can get it with Game Pass day and date. It's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a no-brainer, but like I said, we just got to really see what it's gonna do. Right now, I'm still with this game just in particular. I'm still kind of like,
Yeah, I think Game Pass is going to help this game. Yeah, I think if it would have came out without Game Pass, probably the numbers would be a lot lower than it is. We'll probably see a higher install rate on Xbox and on Game Pass and PC because you could just download it and it's new. You know what I mean?
Right.
But as far as PlayStation, we'll see where it goes. Fortnite Battle 6 Season 6 Battle Pass Chapter 2 is out right now, and Square Enix, they have their conference is coming out tomorrow, and I don't know if this is the trailer or not. I gotta check it out. But they got some extra characters. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Looks pretty Fortnite right now.
It is Fortnite. Just
until you see this one.
Oh, it's weird Fortnite Laura Croft.
She's kind of hot.
She looks weirdly Fortnite-y.
I mean, yeah, Fortnite has its. I mean,
like aesthetic, its style.
I mean, I would rather the Fortnite Chun-Li than NBC.
Is that Raven?
Yeah.
Huh. Like they're just snaking all types of like different.
That's Namor right there.
That's not Namor.
That's what they're saying it is.
That's a weird looking Namor because Namor doesn't have white hair nor does he have blue skin.
Primal.
Unless it's Namor from like Primal or like their character name Namor on there. I just don't have any hype for Fortnite. I mean, it makes its money by pulling in the people that like number one like Fortnite, and also with doing things like the different events and stuff like that with all these characters and stuff like that. They're all pulling people in for it. So I think that's kind of neat.
They're consistently having more content. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the same season.
But still, it's just.
I mean, well, the fact that it has a story, I kind of go, just why? But I'm not into it, like you said. But I do appreciate the fact that how much content they put in. Like you said, it's season 6.
Right.
You know what I mean? I remember when this game was announced, when Cliffy B was still with them, when they announced this game at like E3 2012, something like that. And I was like, this game is going to be horrible.
It's not what it originally was.
Yeah.
Originally, it was it like a horde mode, like build them up, try to protect yourself, like shooter.
Yeah, I believe that's still in the game.
Nobody plays that.
Nobody plays that.
Let's be real.
Sarah O'Connor.
Huh. Like Terminators. Good lord. So Aliens, Sarah Connor, excuse me. Friggin' Ellen Ripley. Kratos. I mean, why not? Kratos? Like, geez, Louise. Predator. Come on. I'm like
Banana Guy. Like, Ryu again.
They're just friggin' throwing anything in there.
Win.
Master Chief.
Why not Master Chief, right?
Good lord. Like, quite literally, good lord.
Like, this is the best game ever, right?
Like,
as far as characters go, this is the best game ever.
Like it's weird seeing characters that aren't like shooter based just being crammed into Fortnite. It just, I don't know. For me personally, it just weirds me out a little. I mean, it does what it does, and it does what it does well. It's just like,
like they got me. Like Master Chief made the most sense, right? I think when that announcement was made.
Yeah, like shooters, I like shooting stuff. I mean, I can get behind, but then it's just like some comic book characters. I'm like, but why?
Thanos, I believe that's
fighting game characters. I'm like, but why? Aliens and Predators, I guess.
I guess that's some kind of big baddie right there.
Look, I know you have no reason to trust me, but honestly,
it's friggin'. And then they got, of course, they have to have what's his name in there? Dude who does like every voice of everything outside of Nolan North. God, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, that's him.
Joel.
Yeah, the dude who does the voice of Joel. I keep forgetting what his name is.
So yep, season 6, chapter 2 is out right now. It's called the Primal Season. So if you're a big fan of Fortnite, they're giving you more, which is great, which is awesome. Who doesn't want more of the thing that they like, right?
I don't like it, so I'm just there's nothing for me to respond to.
Respond to this. Good morning, FGC.
Oh, is it that time already?
It is that time already. We should be getting some news. I just wanted to talk about the fact that, I think that right now is a great time to get into the FGC if you're not already in it. I think so. I mean,
we've said this before. We've said this before too. I mean, a couple years back when it was like the big FGC boom.
Yeah. I mean, I think they call them the 09ers, people that got into fighting games when Street Fighter 4 started. I think in 2015, 16, I want to say was the other one where we got the new Mortal Kombat, we got the Injustice, we got the Samurai Showdowns, and we got like Tekken came out, like all that was a big boom. And I think we're about to come into another big boom because we have like all these games ramping down, and everybody, for better or worse, goes on Street Fighter time. So when Street Fighter's ending, games end, and the new variants come out. So this year we already got confirmed Guilty Gear. It's the last season of Street Fighter, which means Street Fighter 6 is right around the corner. Tekken 7's been out for like 25 years. It feels like it.
You're not wrong.
The last season of Dragon Ball is now. Mortal Kombat, I think there's one more season after the movie and after the tournament. I think they're gonna do one more season because they said they're gonna do one more than they usually do. And we're coming up on the anniversary of the second year for Mortal Kombat. They've already done more than they've ever done with the story and everything. I'm super pleased. Shiva, we won't talk about Shiva.
Up, down.
Yeah. Down, up.
Or down, up, excuse me.
Down,
I'll reverse
exactly.
that. Down, up. All day.
But I think that people that are getting into the FGC right now, with the Fortnite situation going on, with Ryu and Kid coming in, when these new games come out, I think we're going to have another boom in the next 2 years of people getting into fighting games, whether it be Smash, whether it be the Brawlhalla's, what we're going to talk about in a little bit. I think the next boom FGC is here. Maybe not as many games, though.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm kind of concerned about, is the fact that a lot of, like you were saying, a lot of these games are at the end of their life cycle. What's next besides Guilty Gear? Like there doesn't seem to be any other games that are on the horizon that are going to be like bigger titles. And I don't mean like the LOL game that's coming out or anything. I'm talking about like mainstays. There's no words of anything. So
no worries, but I have to believe that they've been working on Tekken 7 and they're ready to duke it out with Street Fighter. If you didn't know any better, you think Street Fighter and Tekken are the big heavy hitters that are going to be competing against each other. This generation, they have been. Tekken, I think, has overtook in sales and in hype for this generation of the fighting games. We'll see what happens next time. I think Guilty Gear is in a prime position to go to the next thing. Tekken 8's got to be, or whatever they call it. They might not even call it Tekken 8.
Tekken 8, I still think is a ways off.
You might see another Tekken Tag, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, they're still releasing characters because they still got the they got Dutch Prime Minister or Belgium Prime Minister or whatever. Oh no, Polish Prime Minister.
But I think that much like Street Fighter, Tekken is in its last season of releases.
Possibly, yeah. I can.
Okay, so you play Tekken longer than I have. Does Tekken usually, when they get to the end of their DLC, how far do they wait out to get the next Tekken usually?
This is the first time they've done DLC.
So usually just put the game out and it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, that like the last game that came out was Tekken Tag Tournament. And that's just all, it has all the characters that was released in Tekken from that point on. So I mean, there wasn't anything else to look for, and people were playing that for like a long time before they were like, oh yeah, Tekken 7's coming out. Now this is the first time they're actually doing like DLC. So it's one of those it was like one Tekken per generation or something like that. Kind of, sort of, yeah. No, because last generation had 6 and 6 Tekken. What was it? 6 Tekken Tag Tournament and wait. No, Tekken Tag was on PS3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it had 6 in Tekken Tag for Xbox and PS3, 360 and PS3, and then last generation was just Tekken 7.
Yeah, so we might
this generation technically.
So I truly believe that once we get a Street Fighter trailer for Street Fighter 6, Tekken's right around the corner, and before all that comes out, everybody has to compete with Guilty Gear. You know what I mean?
Quite possibly, because I mean, with the Japanese developers of the fighting games and everything, they're doing their like roundtable discussions.
Thank goodness.
Like, they're so I'm thinking they're all piggybacking off each other and bouncing ideas off of each other. So I think development cycles for a lot of these games are going to be kind of consistent with each other because of that stuff. So they're kind of sort of creating their own like competition market, so that they're not like one development team is not above the other development team. It's like we realize that there's a lot of things we got to work on, and we got to discuss between ourselves, like with net play or with net code for play, with character designs and with how to make games like run smoother. What they're going to do with like older IPs, if they're going to bring back older IPs.
Yeah.
What things they can add to gameplay that will make the game feel fresh. And so like one of the biggest issues with Tekken that I have is like there's no defensive options. It's just don't mess up. That's it.
Similar to Street Fighter, which is why they put the new V shift in for defensive option.
So it's like now you have a lot more options to like get out of things, and I think that it's just from them taking notes from like MK and stuff like that. So
I think the biggest thing that'll be in Tekken 7 that everybody will love. Well, no, Tekken 8, right? Tekken 8.
Yeah, 8 will be the next one.
Yeah. No Akuma.
Maybe. We don't know.
We don't know.
Technically he's a part of the story.
The next Tekken isn't Tekken 7, it's the crossover. Street Fighter versus Tekken. I mean Tekken versus Street Fighter. They said they're still working on it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go well. Just because I think we already saw how busted Shoto characters or characters with projectiles in Tekken is. I don't think that's
but they've had what the game came out in 2016 17. They've had like 4 or 5 years to balance it, so I mean we'll see. So Brawlhalla is one of the games that I think that these fighting game companies have actually taken word on, because they have good net play. They've got rollback. It's not the greatest rollback in the world, mind you, but they do have rollback, and they have cross-play with PlayStation and Xbox and PC.
I was actually really surprised at how well this game actually was doing. It's like, it's like a poor man's Smash. So, and then like it's like been taken off and it's been doing like well. And some of the tech in the game is just ridiculous, especially at higher levels. Looking at it,
I don't know if your first time playing it was with me, but I remember my first time playing it was with Jadiana, my cousin, my goddaughter.
Yeah, I think that was the first time. That was the first time I played it when we were all playing together.
Yeah. So my first time playing it, when my goddaughter was like, "We got to play Brawlhalla." So it's a game that I wasn't even up on until she put me on it, and we played it for probably about 2 or 3 hours after that. So the fact that I could get in it with her, it's like what you want Smash to play like, not play like, netcode to be like. If Smash could play like Smash, and have this kind of net play, would be great.
Right, I totally agree with that, because Smash's net play is rough.
Yo, Smash net play was better. Like that would change the game.
Yeah, quite literally.
The entire game. So we had Wazma like to give love to smaller games, because a lot of smaller indie scene games like Brawlhalla are giving. They're not giving in sales the bigger title games run for their money, but as far as their innovation is one of the reasons. Like I said, Brawlhalla net play is great. Some of the other smaller titles, EX Lair, they got like EX Lair has so many options, defensive options, armed options, and stuff like that. And this is not exactly a fighting game, but this game is called One Finger Death Punch 2. I played the first one, and I was like, this is my speed. So check this out. I don't think you've seen this yet.
Blood and gore and violence. Yeah. I've seen something. I've seen this before. I think it was something else before it became what this is. But I have heard of One Finger Death Punch.
Just insane, stupid. Like, as you can see, you stay in one spot.
Yeah, I played another game that was similar to this. The what was the like video they had? Was Kung Fury. Kung Fury had a
Yeah,
very
like
similar
Kung
game.
Fury. It's
Yeah.
a little bit similar to that, yeah, but faster, way faster, and upgrades, and all this other stuff, and swords and all this other stuff. But yeah. So this is more like a beat 'em up than a fighting game, but people that like fighting games usually like beat 'em ups. And this is pretty awesome. I thought I just want to give a little spotlight to a game you probably haven't heard about, but could definitely be a nice little time waster. And the best thing about it is the fact that it's coming to the Switch.
That's gonna be interesting. Take this on the go. I think they're like similar, like mobile games are like this, where it's just you fight for whatever side that you're fighting on and stuff like that.
Yeah, I forget what the genre is called, but
ways.
it's like an endless runner, kind of.
Sort of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what the genre, the specific genre name is called, but and people have been enjoying stuff like this. So I mean, and especially with like the stick animation type stuff, like, and it's like that stuff hasn't gone anywhere.
It's $8.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all, man. So nothing something going to go. So tomorrow, Thursday, I guess we will say, we have the Square Enix conference. We'll be doing that live streaming. Hopefully, you guys can check it out here. And that should be the big thing for this week. And hopefully, we see some Final Fantasy. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, Final Fantasy and some more IPs. I would like to see more IPs outside of Final Fantasy from Square Enix. So hopefully, they'll really show off some stuff.
All right, that's gonna do it. See you guys tomorrow, man. Until then, be good, be safe, keep playing the games. I'm Red K.
I'm the Loneliest Wolf by choice.
We out. Peace.